Hello, hello. How are you? Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you? In this video, we will discuss about relative classes with who, that, which. Study these examination situations. Last week, we had a party and a lot of people came. Everybody enjoyed. Class is a part of sentence. A class is a part of sentence. Relative class tells us which person or thing or what kind of person or thing the speaker means. The woman me, who lives next door to me, tells us which woman. All the time, who complain all the times, tell us what kind of peoples. As you can see, no one is here yet, so we will wait for 5 minutes further. Either anyone will come. We can think today the class is going to very important class and you will really enjoy it. I'm sure, I assure you, your time will be precious for you. And in this class, you will learn how to use relative classes when you speak English. Nowadays, my health is not wealthy. Yeah. Hello, guys. This class is going to be very important for you. In this class, we are going to discuss about relative classes. Classes with who, that, which. First of all, study these example situations. Last week, we had a party and a lot of people came. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody who came to party is a relative class, who came, who, that, which are not relative classes. Who is used for women mostly, men's, who humans, sorry. Uh, yes, hello. I am going to explain relative classes. I hope you will really enjoy it. Hmm? Who is relative classes, mostly used for humans. That is also relative classes which is used for things. Hmm? That is the relative class which also used for every things. Every a class is a part of sentence. A relative class tells us which person or thing or what kind of person or thing the speaker means. The woman who lives next door to me. As you can see, woman is known as a human. Woman. In this sentence, we use the relative class who. Who lives next door to me? Tell us which human. This sentence means. Now, the next sentence is people who complain all the times. In this sentence, who is used for who is complains all the time. This is a relative class. Tells us what kind of people. We use who in a relative class for people, not things. The woman who lives next door to me is a doctor. In this sentence, the who is a relative class for people. I don't like. The second example is I don't like people who complain all the time. Another use who. The architect in some is someone who designs the buildings. What was the name of the person who called? Do you know anyone who wants to buy a car? We also use that for people, but not which. Let's see these examples right now. The woman that lives next door to me is a doctor. Uh, Here in this sentence, we can't use which because woman is a human, and you know, which is used only for things, not for humans. The woman that lives next door to me is a doctor. Sometimes you must use who, not that, for people. In the next, when we use who, uh, when we are talking about things, we use that or which. That I already told you. When we use that or which, when we talk about things, we use that or which, not who, in a relative class. Examples: I don't like stories that have unhappy endings. In this sentence, we are talking about stories, not humans. Huh? So we have used that a relative class in this sentence. I'm going to repeat. I don't like stories that have unhappy endings. Or you can say the sentence as I don't like stories which have unhappy endings. In this sentence, we can use or which both classes. Yeah, what do you mean by TMC? Acha, okay. Next, Grace works for a company that makes furniture. Uh, in this sentence, we are talking about company, not a person. Grace works for a company that makes furniture, or either we can use which in this sentence as Grace works for a company that makes furniture. And the next sentence is the machine that broke down is working again now. Yeah, in this sentence, we are talking about machines. Huh? That is a thing, not a person. So we can use in this sentence that a relative class or which. So you can say that the machine which broke down, okay, the machine which broke down is working again now. In these examples, that is more usual than which. So, dear friends, that we use that rather than which. So I can say this. You can say that in 70% is more accuracy in when we talk about in English. So, but sometimes you must use watch, which, sorry, which. And in the next sections, when we use who, that, which, in relative class, we use who, that, which, not he, she, they, it. And when we compare two things, we mostly use who, that, which. So, here is first examples given. I met a Canadian woman at a party. She's an English teacher. Huh? Now, I spoke two sentences before you. So, No, I use a relative class and use your favorite actor. What? Now, someone. No, there. This is a student class. No, we are not talking about actors, actress. What do you require? Not. So, English teacher. Yeah, you can. You know that I spoke two sentences before you. In this first sentence, I discuss about a Canadian woman, and in the next sentence, I spoke. What does he do? He's an English teacher. Now I use a relative class, and we can shorten this sentence as I met a Canadian woman who is an English teacher. Okay, and the next sentence is for you. Uh, I I hope you can give this answer to me. I can't find the keys. They were on the table. Now it's your turn. How can we use this sentence with the help of relative classes? I will repeat. I can't find the keys. They were on the table. Now I'm giving you sometimes you try it. I can't find the keys. They were on the table. Not you. Now I help you. Where are the keys that were on the table? Okay. Uh, one other things I want to tell you is that uh, after using relative class, we use the simple tense. Okay, that were on the table. Not we can't use here the keys they were. Okay, I am going to repeat. Where are the keys that were on the table? And the next, what relative class? When will we use what the things that what is used for things? Okay, compare what and that. Compare what and that. Compare what and that. What happened was my fault. The thing that happened, but everything that happened was my fault. Not everything what happened. Are you enjoying it? Please tell me in the comments. Eh, 3 person are watching me. I hope you are going to enjoying. Hello, please tell me how do you feel? Are you enjoying it or not? Not. And now I'm going to speak another sentence before you. Everything that happened was my fault. In this sentence, we use that a relative class. The machine that broke down is now working again. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Welcome to live chat. Welcome. Hey, hello. Welcome. Walk in eagle. The machine that broke down is now working again. Not the machine what broke down. Hello, can you tell me how do I reply to your comment? Anyone here can help me? The machine that broke down is now working again. So, in this section, we are going to discuss about relative classes. Okay, I hope you are going to enjoy. I hope you are going to enjoy this class. Relative classes. Classes with and without who, that, which. Look at the example sentences. The woman who lives next door to me is a doctor. Where are the keys that were on the table? Now compare. You know, in this sentence, who is the woman? The woman who lives the next door to me is a doctor. 10% came, they all gone now. But welcome to the live chat. Now, you must use who, that, which when it is a subject of the relative class. You cannot leave out who, that, which in these examples. The woman who lives next door to me is a doctor, or either we can say as the woman lives next door to me is a doctor. Where are the keys that were on the table? We can say the sentence, the keys were on the table. Sometimes who, that, which is the object of the verb. For example, the woman who I wanted to see was away on holiday. I wanted to see the woman. Who, the woman is the subject. I is the subject. Did you find the keys that you lost? You lost the keys, that the key is the object. When who, that, which is the object, you can leave it out. So you can say, the woman I wanted to see was away, or the woman who I wanted to see was away. Okay? Did you find the exam you lost? Or you can say that the keys that you lost. Welcome to the live class. Please like this video. I hope you are going to enjoy this video. The dress Lisa bought doesn't fit her very well. The dress Lisa bought doesn't fit her very well. Or the dress that Lisa bought isn't fit her very well. Is there anything I can do? Or anything that I can do? You can say. Note that we say the key you lost, not we can't use the key you lost. Then. Note the position of prepositions. Prepositions are to, in, for, etc. in relative classes. Tom is talking to a woman. Do you know her? These are two sentences. Now we combine these two sentences with the help of relative clauses. Do you know the woman Tom is talking to? Or we can make the sentence as the woman who Tom is talking about. I slept a bed. I slept a bed. It wasn't comfortable. These are also two sentences. Movie or TV show you could watch forever. Hello, what's going on wrong with this? वही बात गया